Welcome back to Get Ready with Juanita. If you would like to see how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hi, I've already prepped my face, so use my regular three, including the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer, and I'll have everything listed down below anyway with what I use. But today, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. I wanted to try a little hack that's been out there just to see what it might do for my under eyes. I'm giggling because it's just like, oh, I wonder if it really will do much, but it's the Aquaphor little makeup hack. And what you're supposed to do is you put it on your under eyes, and it's supposed to, allow your makeup to go on nice and smooth. So I thought I'd do it today, and let's see if there's any difference for a woman in her 50s. So I'm just going to try to get this warmed up a bit because it's a little bit cold, seeing as how we're in Canada, hey? And I don't like tugging. I try not to tug my skin too much, but saying that. So if this actually works, this will be great. Like, I don't think you're supposed to do it every day, but like, if you got a special occasion or you're getting all dressed up to go to a nice Christmas party or a New Year's Eve party, it's a nice little hack to know if it actually does anything. So let's just see. So I'm just going to warm it up, and it is making a difference just by warming it up with the finger. I'm just going to put a little bit on underneath the eyes. Awesome. Okay. And saying that, if that's the case, will it do anything for my scars on my cheek? Because I do have some blemishes, and apparently, like, Aquaphor is not comedogenic, meaning it won't clog up your pores and it won't cause any breakouts or anything like that. So that's good, because I don't want to put anything on my face that's comedogenic and causing acne to develop. Okay, so I got some of that on. So the next product I'm going to use today is my Fenty foundation. Just give it a little shake and let's get this baby started. So I'm just going to put some on. There we go. I'm just going to use my BK Beauty foundation brush, and we'll just start blending this out. There's not too many like makeup hacks that I actually do, like, except for like the tape thing on the eyes to shape your eyeshadow. That's actually really excellent to do because it really does wonders. And but this one here, like, it was like a really famous makeup artist. He actually does this with his clientele. So if someone like that is using it, then maybe there's something to it. But so we'll see today anyway. Okay, perfect. So the next product I'll go in with is my Tower 28 Serum Concealer. And I'm just going to blend this out now. I have to say, like, after looking at some of my videos, maybe it's just that my darkness isn't as bad as I think it is. We have a tendency, all of us, to be our own worst critiques, and we'll look at things that, other people don't even notice. And but that's all good. And if they notice it, oh well, we are who we are, right? So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so I didn't, but I mean, like a lot of my makeup is like for daytime use, and um I don't know, like we'll see. I'm still testing it out, and I'm just going to keep doing my concealer without any color corrector and just see. And then again, I sort of get in my moods where I might do something for a while and then I'll stop doing it for a little while and then I'll go back to it. It's just the way it is. That's like my diet too. I don't know about you guys. Like, I'll get in the mood to eat something and then I'll eat it and eat it and eat it. And then I'll be done for a long time and not want it for a while. Okay. Well, it's looking good so far. Not gonna lie, it's sort of looking good so far, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, Let me see. So I'm gonna go in with my cream products next. So for my bronzer today, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which I love, love, love. It's so nice to have this makeup because, like, when I was younger, I never had anything really. Like, I remember when Aquanet, the pink hairspray in the 80s, like, I was about 14 at the time. And man, that stuff was huge. Everybody had it. But I think I only ever owned one can because we didn't have the money to spend on stuff like that. So, but it's just cute and funny. And I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for what I have now because it's just how I had grown up, eh? And that's okay. Ooh, I am actually noticing a difference under my eyes because like I do get a lot of crinklies and wrinklies where I'm older. Maybe there is something to it. Okay, so the next product I'm going to go in with, I've decided to use my Chantecaille Gele on my cheeks, but I need to put a little bit out on a pan, and then I'm going to just scoop it up. Okay. So I'll just push this into my brush a little bit. I think I put too much out again. It's very hard to control this product. I find maybe I should ask oh, I bet I have it open wrong. I was supposed to check that out. Okay, I'm just gonna pop some on my cheeks here because this is such a really beautiful, beautiful blush. Really like that. And I can't believe that this shade from Fenty, I believe it's 150 Light Neutral that I use in the Soft Lit foundation. What a beautiful, beautiful foundation, guys. I've been really enjoying it. And definitely one of my current favorite foundations. And guys, I have tested a few foundations too over this process because like even learning what my shade and my undertone and all that stuff, man, I didn't have a clue when I first started doing my makeup. And I was like choosing cool shades that and really matte foundations and all that stuff on my old skin. And I look back at some of those pictures and I'm like, oh, but now it's like totally different because it does take time. It takes time to learn makeup and it takes time to, really put that time and energy into. But I mean, like, I have free time, so what else am I going to do? So the next thing I'm going to do is Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. I hope this doesn't ruin the Aquaphor effect because, wow. Wow. And I'll just spread some of this out, get my setting powder on. Perfect. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my eyebrows done, and I created this bold look today because I'm having a bit of fun. I just wanted to play with my makeup. I don't have much plans today, so it's just like, oh, why not? Let's have some fun. So I decided to use my Alien palette, Element 115 from Adept Cosmetics, just because I love the color story so much. It is just so gorgeous. I just love to look at this palette. It is so beautiful. So the first shade I'm going to go in with, I'm just going to be cleaning my brush in between, just to make sure I get a similar application. But the first one I'm going to go in with is this beautiful, beautiful purple. And I'm just going to start to apply this to the crease area. And this one here, I find actually takes a little bit to build up. So it seems to be a little bit hard pressed maybe, or the pigment is, I'm not really quite sure. Let me see. Yeah, it's hard pressed. It's really hard pressed. So if I just really get my brush in there and move it around a bit, I'm going to pick up that pigment. So this is probably the first shadow that I've used where I was like, ooh, this is probably why some people have complained about the mattes from Adept. The color itself, though, looking at it like this, it's not too bad. You just got to work at it a little bit and just to get some of that pigment onto your brush. And so if you just take the time just to really get your brush in there and swirl it around, you're going to pick that up. So there we go. Yeah, I like that. Beautiful. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this really gorgeous dark blue here, and I'm just going to use a little bit in my corner, just right here. And I'm just going to just work that around this band here, just a little bit. I'm not going to use like a ton right at the moment because I'm going to use it to create, you know, do the liner bit. So, but I do want a little bit down just for blending sake. Then I'm going to take my NYX glitter glue. Now, if you hear anything in the background, it's because my husband's fixing some stuff out in the living room area. And you might hear a drill going. So, let's see. And I'm just going to wait until it's a bit tacky. There we go. And then I'm going to use this beautiful dark purple right here. And that's the first color I'm going to lay down right here. And then I'm just going to wipe my finger, and I'm going to use this beautiful light purple right here. And this one I'm just going to spread all over. Just like so. Then I'm going to use the small detailer brush. I'm going to wipe this because I used it twofold, but I'm just going to wipe it off. I'm going to go back to this beautiful dark purple. It's almost like a satiny shimmer, and I'm just going to actually use that for some pigment right here. And I'm going to bring it sort of forward and blend it into that beautiful lighter blue color, or lighter purple. Okay, and I'll just do some blending. See, this eye was my tester, and I actually learned some things as I was doing my look. And so I think this eye is going to turn out much, much better. I like that. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush off again. And I'm just going to take a very little bit of this orangish color, and I'm just going to lay that down right now. That's for my eyebrow. I'm going to lay that down just, I'll wipe it off just to make sure I don't. I'm going to lay that down just around the corner here. But in all honesty, even though I use this beautiful orange right here, I didn't think it like did what I fully needed for brightening. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. palette at the end just to brighten up that inner corner. I just need that shade there just to really pull it together. And I'm going to go back to this beautiful dark, dark, deep blue. And that's what I'm going to use now to create my liner. And that's really pretty. And I'm just going to deepen this eye up again, just right there in the corner. There we go. Perfect. And I'm just going to use my little detailer brush again. I'm going to wipe it off. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that blue because I just want this blue just to come up a bit more. Just like so. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Just want it to be blended up. So the last thing I'm going to do is, this is another great use of my Cheekbone Beauty multi-stick, guys. And what I did was I had taken it and I had dragged it up to clean up that edge, and bam. And because this shade is like so perfect for my skin tone, it really just did that beautifully. So instead of using my Sephora strips, this is another way to get a snatch looking lift. And so just found another love for this. That is awesome. There is one more color that I'm missing just a little bit. Just a second. I'm just going to wipe that little pencil brush off. And I'm going to take this beautiful light purple here. And I had used just a little bit right here, guys, because I can see it on my other eye. And I like that just right here, sort of mimicking the top. Okay. So, like I said, I sort of learned the look from the first time I did it, like some of the errors, but I do like how my new eye turned out today. So like this to me looks a lot cleaner than this one, but that is because this I used as sort of trial and error. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. palette. And because it's just got my very favorite shade for my above my brow bone, I'm just gonna lighten that up. And then I'm gonna also use this for my inner corner just to brighten that up because this is a very dark look. And I'm just gonna, blend that. Awesome. And it does, it just lightens my eye look up just enough so that it's not as dramatic. And so I'm just going to go in with the rest of my products. Oh, I'm telling you guys, I really love this Cheekbone multi-use stick. It's beautiful, a beautiful little tool to have because you can also shape your eyebrows with it, cover up a blemish if you've got one, but like doing that little snatch look, this is a great little tool to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with Risky Raisin from my Singe Beauty collection, my blush collection. And I'm going to use this shade just to go over the Gele, Chantecaille Gele, because I find the two of these look just so pretty together. And I got to darken up my blush a little bit. I need some more. I need some more cheek color because I do love my cheek colors. Man, I'm ready to go out. I gotta get my husband to take me out on a date again soon, I think. I'm just joking. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to do my nose, and I'm just gonna go in with that light shade, and we'll bring it down my nose, and we'll come across, doot, doot, doot. And then I'm going to use my other brush there for my nose into this bronzer. And look, I've hit pan on this one too. I'm just going to do my nose. Do a little bit of blending. Oh, perfect. Then I'm going to go in with my finishing powder from Charlotte Tilbury. And let's blend this together now and lighten the blush up just a wee bit, just around those edges, so it's not so heavy looking. And it's also like sort of just blending forward. And I gotta make sure my nose contour is blended in nicely, and that's great. The next thing I'm gonna do is just melt everything together with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And just to show you my finger, look at that. It's so stained from the shadows. Oh my goodness. So guys, I've got the powders and everything finished now. I'm just going to go off screen and I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize today. And I'll be back in a minute. I'm back and I have my mascara on. And mascara always just completes the look, hey? It looks so good. And I really love how my eyeshadow look turned out today. That was so much fun because there was some of those colors I was playing with for the first time because those were new palettes to me as well. I had gotten them just before I started doing the YouTube. Anyway, guys, for my lipstick today, I'm just going to go in with a Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. And then I'm going to use Kisses from Morgan Turner's Love Language collaboration with Odin's Eye. Oh, and this is just so beautiful. I really love this. So anyway, I have to say I really actually enjoyed my makeup today and really love how it turned out. So anyway, guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future uploads. As well, if you like today's content, give it a like and leave a comment. I would love to hear your opinion. What do you guys think of the look? I think it turned out really nice, and you can just see how we have to trust the process as we go. Do any of you guys actually just sit down and play with makeup and try something and sort of learn from those mistakes as you go? It's fun. Anyway, guys, I gotta say I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. And I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.